are live back again on Sugapepper Women's Edition. My name is Onana, I'm your host, and today we have a guest. Let's find out more about her. Karibu to the show. Who are you? Tell us more about yourself.
I'm Anne Ndalo, teacher by profession. I'm 37 years old and a mother of 4 beautiful girls.
You have 4 girls?
Yeah.
You say you are a teacher.
Yes.
And we've been hearing news about the students that have been struck by COVID and Corona. Can you give us an insight into how your school is managing Corona as we are now going through the second wave?
Okay, in our school, we've been lucky to been given the containers for washing hands, and last week on Friday, we were given masks for our boys, and also we have already spaced the boys into class 4s, grade 4s. We have 8 streams containing 20 boys, and each sitting on his own desk. Then class 8, we have 7 streams, each containing 20 boys also, each sitting on his own desks.
So when you talk about this segregation that you have done, this is based on the fact that you only have 2 classes.
Yes.
Have you tried, now in the foreseeable future, or in January,
yes,
when these other kids get back to school, what is the situation going to be like?
The situation will be bad, because our school, we have almost 1,400 boys.
Those are so many.
Yeah, and on the before Corona, we used to have in my stream, I used to have 154 boys under one roof.
Okay.
So it will not be easy to contain the situation, because right now you find that the boys, on the issue of masks, some of them forget putting on the masks. Some forget the masks at home. So
we also need to sanitize so that we also teach people. We talk and act.
So at times we are forced to send the boys back home in order for them to get the masks.
Do you have pupils that are too poor to afford masks? Or when you talk about sending them back home to bring masks, you're talking about the masks that were given by the government?
Their own masks, the ones their parents bought for them. It's just that some boys are cheeky. They do it purposely and leave their masks at home. So we are forced to send them back to get them.
Okay. You've said that the government brought you containers and containers for washing hands and masks. Yeah. Did they take you kama waliwapeleka mahali kusoma hiyo capacity building ya walimu, kwa sababu kuna kuleta containers, kuna kuleta hizo barakoa, lakini unapata mwalimu anashindwa, maybe wanaweza shindwa hiyo capacity to handle, because you are a teacher, right? But you're not a medical profession. Because tunaona even nurses and medical workers, most people have had to go through orientation ya kujua kupambana na corona. So kama nyinyi walimu, kuna vile serikali has taken you through training, or they just brought the masks and the containers, then they went about their business?
Okay, in our school, there is no training we have gone to, but tuko na walimu 5 teachers walichaguliwa under the health department.
Okay.
Yeah. So they are the ones who are in charge of the washing containers and to provide the sanitizers, but we are using just the normal liquid soap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So why teaching? Kwa nini ulichagua teaching as compared to other professions? Ama is it your parents that forced you to go and do teaching?
Actually, I was forced by my dad to be a teacher.
Okay.
But with the time, nilikuja tu nikapenda the profession. Yeah.
If you are not a teacher, what would you be?
I wanted to be either a nurse or a journalist.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he didn't prefer you being a nurse or a journalist?
Okay, my dad was a former teacher, may he rest in peace. So he was in charge of the ECD.
Okay.
So he forced me to do an ECD course, Diploma in Early Childhood Development.
Okay.
So it was either I go for the course or I just sit at home.
Okay.
So I opted, okay, let me go for a start.
That was very heavy on you. How many are you?
We are 7.
You are 7 in your home?
Yeah, 6 boys and I'm the only girl.
You're 6 and the only girl.
Yeah.
So why did he choose you out of out of your siblings? Why did he choose you to be a teacher?
I was his favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, being the only girl, I was his favorite. Then my brothers totally refused to be teachers. They said, no.
So he also wanted your brothers to be teachers?
Yeah. Okay. You know, teachers wanakuanga especially wale wa kitambo na wale wenye kama mimi nilikuwa mwalimu lazima mtoto wangu pia kuwe mwalimu.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he tried forcing it on them, wakakata?
Yeah, even my brother mwenye mimi nafuata.
Who is that one?
Eridad.
Hi Eridad, I know Eridad.
DJ Daddy.
Okay.
Yeah. So he went to Makerere University, akafanya 1-year course in education.
Okay.
Yeah, but unfortunately akupata fee ya ku sit for the final exam.
Okay.
Aka drop out, so he did another course.
Okay.
Yeah.
While I was studying in Kumba, Eridad was in Makerere, and I think there was a time we met at our campus. There was a show that had come, so that is how we became friends.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Now you now decided to just be a teacher, or you said like ulianza tu kupenda teaching along the way? Along the way,
especially when I went to St. Mary's ECD, I just loved working with those small children.
Okay.
Yeah, niliwapenda tu cause they don't get annoyed even if you punish them. Like 1 minute they come back to you and they're just your friend. That's what made me love teaching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why a boys' school? Umefunza tu boys' school all your life? Ama St. Mary's is a mixed?
It's a mixed school.
Okay.
Yeah, an
but
ECD
now,
school, but mixed.
Okay.
Then I went back to college in 2010 for the P1 teacher.
Okay.
So I graduated in 2013, and around mwezi wa 7, a friend of my mom, akajua, a very close friend of my mom, Madam Wendy Taitola, she used to teach at the school where I'm stationed right now. Akakuja, akauliza mamangu kama I have a job. By then I came back and became a housewife. So, luckily I didn't have a job. My mom offered to take care of my that time I had given birth to my third born. So
in 2010 or after you had finished?
2013.
Okay, 2013.
Yeah, nilimzaa 2013 January.
Okay.
So my mom aka offer to take care of my girl, and I started working.
Okay.
Yeah.
So umetuambia uli join college in 2010.
Yeah.
And in 2010 you had already given birth to 2 children.
Yes.
What made you go back to college?
Okay, the first thing that made me go back to college, ilikuwa like ECD teachers are very much underpaid. Okay. By then, I started with a salary of 500 bob.
Per month? Per
month, yeah. That
so
is
500 per month, what do you pay? What do you not pay? What do you prioritize with that 500?
Nothing. Oh. Nothing. Because ilikuwa inafika end month, there are these like, kuna welfare tulikuwa nayo, walikuwa wanakata 200 bob.
What?
By then I was niko college nasoma, unajua ECD unasoma as you teach.
Yes.
So her excuse was that I'm still
An untrained teacher.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she cannot pay me the same salary as my fellow colleagues. So unapata like umekaa tu umebaki na so ama 200. So you are
what
like,
do you even take to your parent?
nothing.
And then by that time you are a mother. So you kwa hiyo 100 like as a you as a fellow parent. So hiyo 100 yako inachangia aje kwa uchumi ya familia, like now in the nuclear family setting?
Hakuna kabisa. Kwa sasa 100 utafanyia nini?
It's not even enough.
It
like
is not
tukata for fare ya kukupeleka shule na kurudi.
Nothing. It was never enough. Then after some time nikaenda kuongea na yeye nikamwambia I'm overworking now after I completed college.
Okay.
That is, I went in my first college in 2003.
Okay. 2003 you were studying for what exactly?
ECD, Diploma in Early Childhood Education.
Okay.
So I did it in 2003, nikamaliza 2004.
Okay.
So in 2005 I just talked to her. Kulikuwa na some incidents. Okay. So nikamwambia, okay, you want me to come early to school?
Yes.
You want me to do all this work like my colleagues, but you are underpaying me. So ndio akakuja akapandisha akaanza kunilipa 4,000.
From now 500.
From 500 to 4,000.
To 4,000 shillings.
Yeah.
I think that is an abuse kwa sababu whether somebody is trained or not, ile the information that wanapeana kwa mwanafunzi, it is still the same.
Yeah.
Sindio? And I think even the salary maybe inafatuku kwa maybe salary the difference should be something like 1,000 or 2,000 because this other person akona certificate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what made me go back to my second college, in fact ilikuwa baba ya watoto wangu.
Okay.
Cause alikuwa anaona like I'm being underpaid. Then pesa yangu ni kidogo na overwork, cause we used to, sisi tulikuwa as much as sisi walimu, asubuhi sisi ndo tunachukua watoto, tunapika watoto from their stations with the school bus.
Okay.
Then you mop your class. You make sure lunchtime the kids are fed, you serve them food. You collect the plates, you take them to the kitchen.
Okay.
All that work. So akaona it is like overworking and I'm being underpaid.
Okay.
So akani request kama naweza rudi shule, and I was ready. Nikasema okay fine. I had the grades. Okay. And my kids were big, the two, because my firstborn were 2004. Okay. Feb second. Then my secondborn were 2008 mwezi wa 6. Okay. So nikaona they are big. Okay. I can go. Nikawachia my mom. Nikaenda Busia Teachers College.
Yeah. Who paid for that college? Was it the father of your kids or your parents?
He paid for it. Okay. The father of my kids paid for it.
Okay.
But along the way, after I had completed na nikakuja nikaandikwa na government, he wanted his money back, so I had to take a loan. Okay. And nikamrudishia hiyo pesa.
Did this come as a surprise when he started asking for his money back?
Okay, it was not as a surprise. Unajua pia wazazi wetu huwa wanaforesee mbele. Okay. Kuna vitu mzazi atakwambia and you are in love. So uwezi ona mbele. Okay. So my parents walikuanga like, unaenda kwa mtu mwenye unashinda masomo, huyu mtu atakufrustrate nini. Unaona, but me I was in love. Sikuwa naangalia all that. Yes. Unaona. So nikaenda.
Love is a beautiful thing.
So wakati nilimaliza college nikakuwa employed the TSC, akaanza mwanamke umeenda shule, nimepeleka shule usaidi. So he was like, he wanted me to be giving him my salary. Okay. Which to me that was not good at all. Okay. At all. Yeah, nikasema so vile nilienda consult my parents, wakaniambia the best thing what you do if you have the, cause wakati nilikuwa I was the one alikuwa ananipea pesa, mimi ndo nalipa school fees. So I used to keep the receipts. Okay. So my dad akaniambia okay, huyu mtu ukitaka kumweza ache kukusumbua, cause akidai hivyo ni kukupiga. Akiona you don't do as he wants.
Okay.
So my dad akaniambia the best thing, just calculate the money, then umrudishie pesa.
Okay.
And that is what I did. In 2017, I had applied for a loan in 2016, December. So nikaambiwa na sako itamature in January.
Okay.
So when I got the money, nikampatia 151,000 Kenyan money.
That is what you owed him.
Yeah, according to the receipts I had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I want you to now talk about the journey with your baby daddy until the time he started now requesting for his money back after you had been employed by TSC. How did you meet? How was the journey? Did you see the signs from the word go?
Okay, from the word go, the signs were there. Because tukidate, ilikuanga, he was so insecure of himself. Okay, I was brought up among boys, so I'm used to boys more than ladies.
When you say you're used to boys, inamaanisha like ukitoka umerusha ngumi ama
napenda tu kampani ya wanaume, ya men. Cause nilikuziwa katikati ya wavulana and my mom hakuwahi ni treat like the only girl.
Okay.
Mpaka imeni affect, I'm used to trousers. Okay. Cause alikuwa kinunua nguo, ananunua the same. In fact, my first skirt was my Form 1
uniform.
My Form 1 uniform. That was my first
You are
skirt.
a tomboy. Let's say you are a tomboy.
Yeah,
up
tomboy,
to now.
Up to now.
So kwa shule ukienda unaendanga na trouser ama you put on dresses and skirts, because I know teachers sometimes they are very...
Okay, we are allowed to put on trouser suit, but jeans no, unless it is a weekend.
Okay.
So most of the time I'm just dressed in a dress or a skirt.
Okay.
Yeah, so tukidate, angeniona like nasalamia. Okay, brothers wangu walikuwa na mabeshte, wamesoma nao, walikuwa nazoea home. Yeah. So tukitembea na yeye aone nimesalamia mtu, ama siku nyingine tukaenda club. Boda Palace.
Okay.
So a friend of my brother kakuja kanisalamia, katupata tunaongea naye. Katusalamia, then the guy went away. So he was like,
huyu ni nani?
Huyu ni nani? Unaongea naye kidogo, slap.
What?
Yeah. So
like hapo kwa hapo.
Hapo tu kwa club.
How old were you then? Mulikuwa mmedate for how long?
I was 18. Tulianza kudate in 2002. Mwezi wa 6 wakati wa World Cup.
Okay. Mlipatania mkiwatch football?
No, we had a hall. Tulikuwa na hall. Video hall. Yes. Video hall. So my brother, daddy ndio alikuwa anaonyesha video. Akakuja akaenda shule. So the guy my mom employed, I used to go kuona vile, cause unajua watu wengine wa employee wanakuwa wakora.
Yes.
So my mom alikuwa ananiambia naenda naangalia vile watu wamekuja, then tuna compare na
pesa yenye ameleta. Yes.
So that's how we met.
Okay.
Yeah.
You met with him while he had come to watch football.
Yeah.
How old were you then?
I was 18.
18.
Just
okay.
cause nilifanya from 2001.
Okay.
So we met in 2002. So tukaendelea hivyo kitu kidogo, slap. So in my mind I'm like, okay, he'll change. Unajua love inafanyanga
inakufunika.
So nikasema okay, he'll change.
So when he slapped you up, were there people around you?
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
And what did they do?
Nothing.
So he just slapped you, and then what was your next
Then
reaction?
he pulled me. I started crying, of course.
Yes.
Then he pulled me away and we went home.
Okay.
Tukaenda kwake.
And while on the way, was there any conversation ama ilikuwa tu ni bubu game hadi nyumbani?
So akaanza, I'm sorry, sijui sikujua kenye nimefanya. Kasema okay, fine, he'll change. I love him.
Yes.
Yeah. So ikaendelea hivyo until I got my first baby.
Okay.
My firstborn. Yeah. There is a time we had cooked githeri. Then the mother came. The mother used to come, by the way, like in the morning when I had a baby, alikuwa anakuja ananisaidia kuogesha mtoi,
Wait a minute.
kunyorosha.
So after the first slap, mliendelea na dating.
Yeah.
And then you moved in together.
Yeah, when
Did
I
he
was
come
7 months pregnant.
When you were 7 months pregnant.
Yeah.
Alikuja kwenyu akaona wazazi or anything?
He did not.
So you just eloped and started living together. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this day you cook githeri and the mom used to come.
Yeah, so vile mamake alikuja akaniambia si upakulie mam githeri kidogo aende nayo. Mamake akasema si hata mimi nimepika githeri cause hiyo maragwe na mahindi the sister to the mom ndiye alikuwa ametuletea.
Okay.
That woman loved me so much.
The sister, okay.
Yeah. She loved me so much. So angevuna kitu yoyote lazima angeniletea.
Okay.
So the following day akakuja usiku akapata, I used to stay with his cousin.
Okay.
A girl. So akakuja akapata, akauliza githeri iko wapi? The cousin akamwambia githeri yenye ilikuwa imebaki ilikuwa imeanza kutoa harufu, tukamwaga. So akaniita akaniuliza nilikuambia upema imamu githeri ukamwaga, enda ulete. Nikamsa gai kwa takataka nitendaje kuzoa hizo chakula. Ati hapana, nimekwambia enda ulete githeri. So and I knew nikienda kuleta he'll force me to eat it.
What?
Unaona? So I just refused na katwa mshipi.
So ngoja kwanza, ukisema he like ungeenda kuleta angekuforce kukula, had he done something like that before?
Yeah.
Ama in your heart and mind you just knew hii ndio character yake?
Yeah, okay, nilijua hiyo ndio character yake, but there's a time I had cooked meat stew and rice. Nikaeka roiko. Na hakuwa anapenda roiko.
Okay.
So vile alikuja akapata like, umeka roiko? Na akaongeza maji. Na akaniambia you'll have to eat it. I had to eat it.
Paka ukamaliza hiyo chakula yote?
Yeah, I ate.
Mkamaliza?
Yeah.
And then after eating, what was the conversation after that?
Nothing.
Just to make you eat?
Yeah. Akaniambia nilikuambia times without number, chakula yangu sitaki roiko, ukaweka.
At that time you're living together, you were an ECD teacher at St. Mary's.
Yeah.
What was his job then? Alikuwa anafanya kazi gani?
He's just a businessman.
Okay.
Alikuwa na deal na mbao from Uganda na anapeleka Mombasa.
Was it sufficient to take care of the whole household? Was it like mulikuwa mnangangana kulipa bills ama life was just comfortable and stable for you?
Hiyo time nilikuwa naoleka. By the way, nikioleka we used not to even be able to eat 3 meals a day.
Okay.
Yeah. Because kazi ilikuja, alikuwa anauza mafuta kwa station fulani, petrol station ya the late Richard. Brother ya Poa.
Okay.
So kazi ikakuja ikaisha, akaanza ya spare parts. Peleka Mumias, Bungoma, Kakamega. So hakuwa anamlipa vizuri. So ikakuwa ngumu to feed was like difficult. Mpaka sometimes I used to go home. Yeah, I take some food, makaa, some mafuta, some munga, and I come, we cook, we eat. Akipata, he buys, we eat.
When you used to go back to your home kuchukua food and everything, wazazi wako hawapo wanakuuliza like what kind of life is this, just come back, we are able to take care of you, or they were just supportive of giving you food mwende mkule na
I used
husband
to steal.
then? Okay, ulikuwa unaiba? And
they
never noticed? They never noticed?
No. They never. Nilikuwa nachukua ile kidogo kidogo yenye wasigundue
something is missing.
Yeah, but there's a time when I get back to my firstborn. Okay, alitoka kwenda kutafuta. He used to be good initially as much as he used to be bad.
Okay.
Unaona? So alitoka kwenda kutafuta, then I stayed the whole day without eating anything.
Na wewe ni Manyuru.
Yeah,
Okay.
my child was 4 days old.
That's Manyuru and you need to eat.
And my brother Joseph used to visit me. Alikuwa anafanya Blue York. So alikuwa anakuja kila siku. Akitoka job lazima apitie. Akakuja akanipata like I'm hungry, the baby is crying, I'm hungry.
Matiti haina maziwa.
Mtoto amenyonya imeisha yote.
That one was a girl still.
Yeah, girl, yeah. So unajua kama hujakula obviously mtoto akinyonya maziwa itapotea. So vile aliingia akaniuliza, brother zangu wananitanga mami. That is my nickname. So akaniuliza Sizu, nikamwambia Jojo, kabla hata uingie enda tu nitafute kitu ya kukula. Sina hata nguvu ya kukaa. So he went and told my mom. My mom akakuja akaniambia like you are going back home. Wezi teseka, nikamwambia my mom no. Me I'm staying.
Umeamua kuolewa.
Yeah, nikamwambia I'm not going back. So from that day my mom started supporting me, even my dad.
Okay.
Sometimes angeniletea a kilo of meat, wangenibaia gunia makaa. They used to buy for me things. Saa zingine wakikula nyama, I eat meat. Wakikula fish, I eat fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mlikuwa mnaishi karibu na
karibu tu sana, walking distance like 200 meters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hii siku githeri umeshamwaga, ilikuwa imeanza wanasema kwa Kiluya kuhaka. Kuhaka. So ulivokata akatoa mshipi. Tell us about that experience.
Ilikuwa mshipi, ilikuwa waya. Hii waya yenye watu ya stima, yenye watu wanatumianga kama
clothing line.
Yeah, that is it.
That is so crude.
Yeah. So nikashtukia tu wanaanza kunichapa hivyo tu.
Where did he get that wire from?
He used to have it.
Okay.
He used to use that.
To have it as in ilikuwa ni part of his business, your trade and stuff, ama ameweka tu for discipline?
Yeah. So he used to have it.
Okay, so your time, how old is now your firstborn daughter?
She was like around 6-7 months there.
And now the cousin was how old? You said
alikuwa
Form 3. So mko watatu kwa nyumba saa hiyo. Akatoa hii waya anakuchapa nayo. At what time was that?
Around 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Yeah.
Kulikuwa na majirani?
Yeah. Majirani walikuwa, but they never used to do anything.
Did you used to, unajua saa zingine when people are going through that kind of domestic violence, wanawake wengine they don't scream, they don't shout.
Me, I used to scream, I used to cry, but sasa anakuambia don't cry. You're not supposed to, so that watu wajue. So angekuwa naeka loud music.
What?
Ndio hata ukilia ikue hard. Yeah.
So he now removed the copper wire
and started beating me. So akanipiga, akiniambia maneno vile mimi ni mchoyo, sijui nini mimi nalia tu. Good enough the baby was asleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the cousin now
alikuwa kwa the next bedroom.
Okay. So she just stayed in the room.
Yeah. She could not interfere because okay, baba ya watoto wangu ni ule mtu mwenye watu wakwao akona ile authority. Okay. So most of them walikuwa like wanamuogopa. So huyo hakuna kenye angefanya.
Question.
Yeah. Okay. So ikakuwa hivyo for some time. Then akaniacha tukalala. So the following day I went to school.
You didn't think of picking your babies and going back home kwa sababu ulisema nyumbani ni 200 meters.
Sasa nilikuwa na ile notion like wazazi walinikataza.
Huyu mtu.
Nikaenda mwenyewe. Na nikaenda mwenyewe. So I'll just like, stay.
Hapa ni kama ngumu.
Kama ni ngumu. By the way, initially siku hata nasema nyumbani. Hata nipigwe aje. My dad akienda kwa kikao ndiye ataambia unajua msichana wako alipigwa jana.
Na tena umesema Jojo alikuwa anatoka Blue York anakuja kukutembelea kila siku. Sasa akikuja of course kuna hizi alama za waya umewachia.
Nilikuwa na ficha.
Lord Jesus.
Nilikuwa na ficha. But my aunt, sisi ya mama alikuja akagundua. Tulikuwa tumeenda matanga ya my aunt. So ile mnaoga akaona I have them here. Yeah. So akaniambia, unaona there is another one here. Okay. Akaniambia we ni nini hiyo naona? Nikamwambia hakuna auntie, ni pasi ilinichoma. Pasi kuchome hapo kwa mkono. Yes. Nikamwambia hey auntie, ni pasi ndio ilinichoma. So let it go. Akaniambia mimi najua si pasi na utaki kusema.
And you know, most women when wanapitianga violence, they always have ridiculous excuses for their injuries and their wounds. Atakwambia nilianguka kwa bafu, nilifanya
na yeye unajua alikuanga very careful kunipiga huku. So unajua akinipiga huku people will see.
Alama itaonekana.
Yes. Na tena most of the time nilikuwa na ficha uso.
Yeah.
Na avoid
injuries za uso. Okay. Was that the first time he beat you that badly?
No.
This one was the second beating, because between the slap you have given us an account, yes, siku ya kwanza alikupiga slap, and then sasa now hii story ya Githeri akakuchapa na waya. So in between these two beatings,
like thrice.
Okay.
Alichapa like thrice.
Tena kuna part 3 zingine za katikati.
Yeah. They were just silly things. Yani ni vitu vingine hata unashindwa sasa mtu anakuchapa
kwa sababu
gani?
What is the age difference? What was the age difference between
like
the two?
4, 5. Yeye ni mtu wa 79.
Okay.
Mimi wa 83.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was
he was like older 4 to 5 years I think.
Okay. Can I ask?
Yeah.
Is he the firstborn in his family?
Yeah.
He's the firstborn.
He's the firstborn.
Akona madada, akona ndugu.
Akona sisters watatu na brother mmoja.
Does he have parents?
The mother.
Only the mother.
Only the mother.
So by the time you were getting married, was the dad in the picture? The dad had already passed on?
The dad had already passed on.
Okay. Yeah. Did he pass on at a very young age, was he brought up by a single parent himself?
Yeah, he was brought up by a single parent because most of the time his mother na the dad walikuwa like wanakosana. Okay. Mama aendeko nyumbani akae for some time. Hivyo. So he mostly alilelewa ujombani kwao.
Okay, the mom used to go with them.
Yeah.
Or akienda anaenda na hao.
Okay. Then anarudi. So yeye most of the time akakuziwa ujombani kwao. Okay. Especially na huyo auntie yake mwenye nimekuambia alikuwa ananipenda sana.
Yes. Yeah. So after this Githeri incident, ukaficha hizo wounds and everything, then life
continued. So the following day my cousin came.
Okay.
Tulikuwa tunaishi na cousin yetu Angela. Okay. So when she came, she found me crying. Nikamwambia unajua nini Angela? Nimepigwa, yani iliniuma because nikasema why?
Ulikuwa nini ilikuuma zaidi? Mapigo ama reason ya kupigwa?
Both. Okay. Because nilifeel dehumanized.
Okay.
So nikamwambia cousin yangu nataka kuenda home, nataka kurudi home, ni mama kurudi home.
Okay.
So yeye vile alienda akaambia my brothers, they came. They came all of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Except David and John. Okay. So it was Daddy, Gaetano and Joseph.
Okay.
They came. Wakanisaidia kubeba
vitu.
My stuff.
Walikuwa wanasaidia kubeba ama they're supposed to punch him at least vile tatu hivi so that at least pia yeye afeel
hakukuwa.
Okay.
Yeah, so nikabeba na kwa hiyo process the mother came.
Okay. While you are carrying away the things.
Akaanza kuuliza mbona mnaenda kwa nini? Ndugu yangu akamwambia si tumechoka na kijana wako kupiga dada yetu.
Which brother was that one now? Jojo. Or Jojo is older than you.
Yeah, he's our firstborn.
I know Jojo too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So akasema tumechoka na kijana wako kupiga msichana wetu na Jai atakuja nyumbani.
I think that was a very mature statement. Yeah. Kusema ati tumechoka na msichana wetu, like kijana wenyu anapiga msichana wetu. Yes.
So nikaenda. Vile wakina Jojo alirudia mzigo wangu ilikuwa imebaki wakampata. So akaanza my brother beat him up.
Jojo.
Yeah, alimchapa.
Akimchapa wewe ulikuwa tayari
kwenda nyumbani.
Okay.
Alimchapa hata mpaka saizi. He fears Jojo sana. Okay. Anamuogopa kabisa. Kampiga and the uncle was there akawa separate then he came back.
Okay.
So nikakaa home like 1 week. My dad akaniambia, sisi tujazoea kelele ya mtoto because my girl alikuwa ikifika usiku she could cry the whole night. So wakasema ati watu wengine ukizaa huko damu yao
haiwezi enda kulelewa mahali kwingine.
So babangu akaniambia mtoto anataka kwao.
Go back.
What? Yeah.
Was he talking bitterly ama tu, because sometimes unajua kuna wale parents wanasema now that you are the only girl kuna ule mzazi anasema this one is my girl, and a parent has a lot of expectations from a girl child. So was it like aliona huyu kwanza alikimbia akaenda kuolewa, amezaa mtoto, sasa amerudi kwa boma. Did he look at you as a burden and also as being ridiculed kwa boma, ama he just said that because he wanted you to go back to your marriage?
According to me ni kama one hawakutaka ile issue ya ati msichana wangu mmoja ameoleka then akarudi. I think he was so much concerned about what people will say. That is one. Then the second, my dad hakuwa mtu wa issue mingi atikelele. In fact hata tungekuwa na issue yeye ndiye angetafuta huyo kijana amuite waende wakae kwa hoteli waongea, mwambia si ni vibaya kufanya hivi msichana wangu what alafu kesho yake aniambie now go back to your house.
So akakwambia kwamba amjazoea makelele ya mtoto. Did he summon your baby daddy or uliambiwa tu?
They had already talked like 2 days before.
Uko kwa hoteli without even your input?
Without even my input.
Ajue story ilikuwa ni nini?
So there's also another time he beat me up again, nikarudi nyumbani. That time tukaenda tukakutana kwa hoteli Blue York.
With your parents?
With my parents, with his mother. So tukashare, aka promise like he's going to change. But he never changed.
So he continued beating you. Ukirudi kwenye nyumbani tena bado ukirudi back to your marriage. Until you had the second.
There is a time alinipiga mbele ya brother David.
David had come to your home.
He had like slept out like 2 days. So when he came back at night. I did not talk to him. When I was leaving in the morning, already had my fourth born. My third born nilimzaa 2013 January, then fourth born nikamzaa 2014 August. So I had like 2 small children, raising them at the same time.
Terrible twos wakienda kuchanganya akili.
So I was like I'm tired. So vile alianza maneno asubuhi, mimi nikamwambia wewe umeshalala nje, mimi I don't want even you to touch me, I don't want anything to do with you. Because you saw like useless. I'm not befitting in your eyes. That's why he went
to sleep
outside. And I had known even the girlfriend. Mpaka mama huyo dem aliyenikola akaniambia wewe uji kungoja bwana. Msichana wangu atakungojea bwana. So I said okay, hapo ndo ikanifanya nikasema okay fine.
Kichwa ikaruka. And I understand the emotions that comes from, because when you have such young babies, there is the concept of postpartum depression. So you expect that in a home setting you will have a supportive husband to help you in parenting, and then this is somebody that is going to sleep outside and also having.
But you know something funny, he used to love his babies. Alipenda watoto wake. In fact hata wadogo kuwa bring up, he really helped a lot. Sometimes angekaa tu kwa nyumba nao. Ananiambia okay, leo usiwapeleki watoi kwa madhe, nitakaa tu na watoto. Anakaa nao, anawakaa tu nao, atawapikia, unaona. Alafu ikifika saa 9 anakuja, he picks me up from school. Alinisaidia pia to bring up, especially, and when he realized I'm pregnant with the 4th baby, and this one huyu bado alikuwa dogo, he took the responsibility of that one. Because I was like stressed, how I'm pregnant again. Na huyu hata hajatembea. So ilidikula akili, and he took up taking care of that child.
So fast forward to now this morning, amelala nje, so ukamwambia wewe utaki maneno mengi.
So akaanza ku exchange, akanitusi like wewe mjinga, like your mom, sijui nini. I got annoyed. Unaingiza mama yangu. So mimi pia nikamtusi kuhusu mama yake.
What? That was a toxic environment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cause disrespecting my mom. No. So nikaenda home, peleka watoto.
Yes.
Peleka watoto. Nafika tu hivi nyumbani, I get a phone call. Mamangu anapata phone call. Amecall my mama, anamwambia, "Huyo msichana wako akuja bebe vitu zake. Simtaki." My mama akasema, "Okay, fine. Wacha akuje." Atakuja kubeba, lakini kenye nakuomba usimpige.
Yes.
Mamangu akaniambia, "Umesikia vile bwanako amesema?" Nikamwambia, "Nimesikia, but wacha niende shule, niombe ruhusa, niende nibebe."
Yes.
Nikaenda. By then I had not been employed by the government. I was teaching under board.
Okay.
So nikadanganya like my child, napeleka mtoto clinic, nitarudi.
Yes.
Nikarudi, nikampata kwa nyumba. So tukaanza kurushiana maneno.
Yes.
Ikawa mpaka tunaingilia wazazi wetu. Yeah.
And David was now around.
No.
Okay.
So hapo akakuwa annoyed, akaanza kunipiga. So one of the neighbors akacall David. David alikuwa na work Ampath.
Yes.
David akakuja akapata amefunga all the doors. Kunipiga. David ana plead with him, "Hapana mko, wachana na Anne. Wachana tu naye, kama mtaki wachana naye akuje."
Yes.
So akasema, "Huyu dada yenu leo nitapiga, hata kama nikuua nitaua."
What? And where were the kids when that one was happening?
At my mom's. The older ones walikuwa shule.
Okay. The
two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
walikuwa shule.
Okay. Hawa wengine wa
Wendy, my first born is Valerie.
Okay.
My second born is Wendy.
Okay.
So Wendy and Val were in school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry for that. So Wendy is the one you said is in Form 3 right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So alikuwa boarding school.
No. Valerie is the one who is in Form 3 right now.
Okay.
Then Wendy was by then in ECD pre-unit, St. Mary's pre-unit. So kidogo Wendy akakuja. Na hiyo scaffold, Wendy akafukuzwa school fees.
Yes.
Akakuja nyumbani. So akapata hiyo scaffold inaendelea.
Yes.
So tuka struggle, nika manage ku struggle, nikafungua mlango. We had 2 doors, front and back.
Were you fighting or was he beating you?
There's a point I gave him a slap.
Like you tried to defend yourself.
Yeah, kumbe ndo niliasha moto, niliharibu kabisa.
Okay.
Yeah. So nika struggle, nikatoka bedroom, nikafungua the back door. Kufika kwa the back door nikaona like I can't manage cause neighbors walikuwa wamekuja, wamejaa.
So and they couldn't break the door from outside.
They stood. They were just looking at me.
Wanaangalia drama. I think that is it's very insensitive for people to even just come and stand and be onlookers. Afadhali hata ubaki kwa nyumba yako, usikize from huko than utembee ufike hapo and you are not even doing anything.
Yeah. They were just standing there. Vile nilifungua mlango, my brother David akasimama. Pia anajaribu kuplead naye. Anamwambia, "Hapana, huyu dada yako leo unapiga. Hata kama nikuua nitaua."
David hakumanage kupigana na yeye kama Jojo.
David unajua ni ule mtu mwenye
evangelist.
Yeah. So okay.
Very diplomatic.
Yeah. So hiyo diplomasi yake ikunisaidia. Nikaona hapa.
Huku feel vibaya like sasa ni brother wangu ako hapa na
I felt bad. Hiyo kitu ijaini toka kwa roho. By the way, like my brother ananiona I'm being beaten up and is just standing there. Ijaini toka kwa roho mpaka wa leo. It pains me.
Okay.
Yeah. Because niliona like hao ni jirani, hawezi ingilia, but this is my own blood. Unaona?
Have you ever talked about it with him? No. I think after this show you talk to him about it. Musameane iishe, si ndio? Yes. So ukatoka ukafungua mlango
nika time hapo chini. Kuona vile nilingoja tu amezuba na nikatoka na mlango ya mbele.
Okay.
mbio hadi nyumbani.
Oh, so he had thrown you down?
Down, yeah, I was down. So nikangoja bado wanaongeleshana na David, na mimi nikaamka tu hapo mbio nikapita na mlango ya mbele. So another man, our neighbor man, naye akamgrab, yeah. That is how I managed to walk, to run off.
Okay.
So nikaanza kukimbia, nilikuwa tunaishi 48. Nakimbia, yeye ananifuata. My girl Wendy pia publicly. It is just good that by that time wanafunzi walikuwa shule.
Yes.
But even my students used to know like I was being beaten up by my husband.
And even your fellow teachers.
Yeah.
Did that affect your performance at school?
Luckily for me, I love my work. Nilikuwa nikifika, at least I used to get consolation at my place of work. Yeah.
You didn't feel embarrassed ama out of place? Unajua saa zingine pia walimu wengine watakusengenya that your performance reduced.
I used to keep to myself. Most of the time I could sit in my class.
Yes.
The whole day nitatoka nikienda nyumbani.
Yes.
Yeah.
So ukatoroka ukaenda kwenyu. Ukafuatana sasa kwa barabara, wewe uko mbele, yeye anafuata. Is this Valerie? You said now Valerie was
Wendy, yeah. Anafuata. So Wendy nikamanage nikaingia kwa nyumba ya mtu mwingine hapo, nikampata analala in his underwear. So akamwambia ukiingia hapa mwanaume huwa anachapa mwanamke, but once mwanamke ametoroka unawachana na yeye. Unaona, that's how alirudi kwake. I went home. So nikakaa home like 1 month. Tukaongea.
So so hiyo usiku venye ulienda, did he try to communicate to you ama you stayed for now 1 month minus communication?
He like after 3 days he started communicating like I'm sorry, just come back, what. Oh, so akakuja katafuta wazazi wangu. Tukaongea, then I went back.
Sasa yeye amelipa mahari ama bado hajalipa mahari?
Mahari alikuwa amelipa. Mahari alilipa 2009.
Okay.
December.
Okay.
So after hapo tukakuja tukaishi kidogo, then in 20 akaanza tu kunipiga. Then in 2017 I suffered depression and anxiety.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is so bad.
How was it then, your depression and anxiety?
Bad. It is something like wezi we share your worst enemy. Because I was sick. When you look at me, I'm sick. But when I did all the tests, I'm not sick.
Na ilitokana, okay, what made you slide into the depression? Was there something
I stopped talking about it.
Stopped talking about what?
About my situation.
Okay.
Unaona, I was not talking about my situation.
Na bado uko still in the marriage?
I'm still in the marriage.
Okay.
So ilikuwa mwezi wa 9. Nikaanza tu na feel like chest yangu inajaa. I can't breathe.
Yes.
Kenda Tanaka, Pesi, Bliss. Nilitembea all the hospitals. Wanafanya x-ray, nothing. I'm not sick.
Yes.
But when you look at me, I'm sick. Ungeniangalia, I used to look like I'm 40 something years.
You had lost weight?
I didn't lose weight. I added weight. But I was like old. Ukiniangalia nakaa mzee. I was not sleeping at night. I was not sleeping during the day. I used to stay awake and people are asleep. Yeah.
Did you used to talk to him about e-condition?
He was not around. He stayed when I started being sick. Alikaa for like 1 week. Then he went to Mombasa.
Okay.
Yeah, for his business, whatever hizo mbao. So akaenda. So nikaishi na his mom for 1 week. Nikaona Then my mom akanichukua. Nikaishi kwetu kuanzia mwezi wa 9 mpaka December 24th.
Okay, during the depression.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with that, my mom, with the love of my mom, my brother David, my brothers were so supportive, my mom so supportive, my friends. By the way, Joy Kwamboka.
Give her a shout out.
I love that lady.
Okay.
She held my hand like this. Jackie Constance Wandera. They were there. My friends. You know when ukiwa na shida, that's when you know you are true friends.
Yes.
and I knew them.
Mimi huwa naambia watu when you are in primary school you'll have like 50-20 friends. Ukifika seko wanakuwa 10, ukikuwa campus maybe 7. But by the time you get married na uzae watoto wawili watatu, you'll get yourself with 2 or 3 friends. Na utapata kwa those 3 friends maybe one of them is your sister or even a cousin to you.
And like Joy, I knew her through my ex.
Okay.
Yeah. Her husband and my ex were friends.
Okay.
That's how we knew each other.
Yes.
And we just clicked. And he has been a godsend.
Okay.
Yeah. So walikuwa wananiongelesha, wanakuja wananiona, ananichukua naenda nakaa kwake hata 1 day, 2 days, ndo narudi. Hivyo mpaka I started
now recovering. Back to yourself.
Yeah. So in January 20, when he came back, that period, alirudi 24th December 2017. So nikamwambia like our girl amepita, anaenda form 1. What I want is money. Na hapo ilipata like my mind, my heart is not in the marriage anymore. So I was like looking for something to walk away.
Kidogo to take you, and then
I walk away.
So at what time did you detach yourself from the marriage, like now mentally?
After I started recovering from the depression.
Oh, that is when now you made a decision.
I'm going to die.
Okay.
If I don't do something about myself, I'm going to die. That is what gave me a wake up call.
So it just started in that 2017.
Yeah.
Okay.
So nikamwambia kufika mtoi kwenda shule, he went away again to Mombasa. So I had to do all the things. Nikabai. Nikapeleka mtoto shule. Hiyo ndio ilitukosanisha naye. So when he came back, beba vitu zangu zenye zilikuwa zimebaki kwa hao kurudisha kwetu. After some 2 weeks, came with his mother, abused my mom.
In your home?
In my home.
With
the
mother's
home, yeah.
Yes.
So nikasema, good riddance.
Yes. And that was the end of
that. Was the end of that.
Okay. And when he was asking about the money that he used to pay for your college training, for teaching, that was still around 2017. You said he asked for his money back and you paid the 151,000 shillings.
Yeah.
That was in which year?
2016.
Still in 2016.
Yeah, but the money I paid him in 2017 January.
So Apple, I think I'm even lost for words. I appreciate your strength. I really, really appreciate your strength because it took you so long to realize that this person was already toxic to you.
Yeah, I lived with him for 14 years.
For 14 years, physically with him, at least on a monthly basis. What was you like? Unasema turning point yako was what? Because you said yes, you slipped into depression, but at least there was that time yenye ulisema no, this is now my turning point. Because when I shared on Facebook, I said when your turning point inafika, you have to turn with when God wants you to turn, you just have to turn unless or you'll break your neck. Yes, so I want you to look and uambie mtu, because there is somebody that ako in that situation, going through gender-based violence, and they are keeping hope alive kwamba huyu mtu atabadilika. Tell them about your turning point and tell them what they need to do ndio watoke kwa hiyo situation.
Okay, first of all, kunakuanga na hizo telltale signs za mtu violent.
Yes.
Inaanzanga tu na slap, kidogo slap, but they'll never change. Then slap and apologize, he becomes so sweet. Unaona? So my turning point ilikuwa wakati nilianza kushare with my mom. Sasa nimeanza kuwa open on what I'm going through.
Yes.
Ndio nikaanza sasa na kushare na watu. Kushare. Then there's this lady friend of mine, Madam Wendy.
Yes.
She was in the same situation as mine.
Okay.
So vile alishare story yake, hapo ndio ikanipea wake up call. Nikasema okay, fine. This guy is not going to change.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So for Madam Wendy also, she had to walk away from such a marriage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So mimi nikaona, cause I was not happy in that marriage and my kids were not happy.
Yes.
Unajua as a mother when
and
you're not happy.
You said you have 4 girls. So they are seeing what you are condoning, even as in in as much as wewe ni mama yao and they are respectful to you, but wanaona mami ako kwa hii situation na ni situation baya, you need to be a role model to your daughters.
Yeah. Yes. So unajua when you are not happy as a woman, unaitoa kwa watoto wako.
Yes.
Utakuwa una shout saa kidogo umewekea mkono, you don't even have time to talk with them or to hata hawakuwa free kuniambia anything, ndo wameanza tu juzi. So nikasema hapana, my kids first. Yeah. But initially nilikuanga na ile issue like nikitoka watu watasema
nini with 4 children.
Yeah, na watoto wanne, sijui nimerudi kwetu the only girl. Hiyo ndo ilikuwa inanisumbua, na hiyo ndo huwa inasumbua watu wengi. What people will say. Don't think about what people will say. It will not take you anywhere. Think of yourself first. And the moment you realize you need your own happiness, you need to love yourself, that is what will make you wake up.
Are you happy?
So much happy.
What
even
makes you happy?
my kids wakubwa wao unajua wao wananisengenya. Mama squeeze yako na furaha. Mama squeeze yako smart. And I'm like, okay, if my kids are saying that, I'm just happy.
You have a boyfriend? You are dating?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. But the name is
Chinyama yuko kwa pipeline. Utaiona kwa sasa.
Yeah. But my kids, I'm just happy because I learned to love myself. Self-love is so important.
Yes.
Without that, even if you have all the money in the world, you can't be happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it came from health because wanasema in as much as utakuwa na gari and everything.
David alikuna wakati nilikuwa na depression, David alinitafutia psychiatric. I saw a psychiatric.
What?
I had like 3 sessions with her. Hapo ndo nikaanza then wakani prescribea dawa, but nilisema sikunywi dawa. Unajua hii kusoma soma na kuwatch ma movies, unaona vile such things dawa zinafanya watu. So I refused to take the drugs. Nikadwell too on prayers. Yeah. But now I'm so happy. I love myself.
What
I
about
love the new me.
Huyo mwanamke mwenye amekaa anasema me I am here for the kids. What would you tell them?
You will be there but you'll die and you'll leave your children.
Na maybe anataka kutoka but hana financial strength because some of them remain in that gender-based violence sort of marriage kwa sababu anashindwa nikitoka watoto nitalisha aje watoto. So how would you advise such a woman?
First of all, akiwa kwa hiyo ndoa ajaribu like apate kwa hata kama ni kuuza mboga ama kufanya kazi ya mkono, at least akue na pesa yake kidogo. Then there are some men, okay, ukiwachana naye atakusaidia watoto. Mimi kama wangu nothing. Totally nothing.
So because you walked away, he refused to.
Nothing.
Totally,
yeah.
And why haven't you gone maybe to seek legal address?
I tried. Cause alikuwa kinipata kwa njia, ananipiga, ananinyang'anya simu, ananinyang'anya kibeti, anani-embarrass, charge.
You never went to the police station to get a restraining order?
I've been there. I have 4 OB numbers.
Okay.
But no help. Nikienda sasa vile mimi sitoi pesa, yeye akienda natoa pesa.
Okay.
So they don't do anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Tena nikaona like okay, he knows these are his kids.
Yes.
Mbona siwasaidie?
Yeah. Oh God. That is how they end the show, and you are supposed to talk about mental, physical, emotional, and financial violence. Sugapepper.
Sugapepper. Tutanunua generator.
Oh my God, this topic has been so interesting. After we need 3 hours. It has gone. We are off. People can still see us. Okay, KPLC has happened to us. We have nothing to do. We are still live.
Yes.
We are still live. Okay, we are going on. Sorry for that small hitch. KPLC happens to us. We don't have a backup generator. But Anne was finishing. Yes. So, you said now at a police station, you never sought, like, they never even helped you out.
Never helped me out. Because what I wanted was just a restraining order.
Yes.
Yeah, for him to give me my space. Yeah, because alikuwa amekataa hasaidii watoto, so nikaona there's no need, hata ameoa.
Yeah.
He has married another woman, ameweka kwa nyumba yenye tulijenga, but I've never been there because I said I want my own space.
And God is surely going to bless you.
God is blessing me, by the way. God has blessed me.
Yes.
Abundantly.
Yes.
Okay, I don't have much,
Yes.
but I'm satisfied with the little I have.
And contentment is very, like,
Yeah.
it's the key thing in life.
Yeah,
To be contented.
I'm
with
very
your-
contented with what I have.
Yes.
So long as I take my kids to school, I feed them, and my mom has been so helpful.
Supportive.
God
Yes.
bless her. God keep her alive for me.
Amen.
My mom has been so supportive. Sometimes it reaches a point I don't have. She chips in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's very very important for women to maintain a good relationship with their mothers. In fact, for situations like this,
Yeah.
because imagine if you are not in good terms with your mom, sasa sahi ungekuwa unakimbilia wapi? Yes.
But unajua pia there's some parents who wanaweza fanya mtoto wake akatae kutoka kwa ndoa, an abusive marriage.
Yes.
Yeah. But my mom, okay, vile nilitoka kwangu alikuwa na ile issue like, you know, you are still a married woman.
Yes.
You know what. So I'm like, hey, I'm not a married woman.
But then
it is high time you stick it in your head like, I'm done with that.
You know,
marriage.
at the point that this guy asked back for his money, me, I think hapo sasa mulikuwa mumemalizana, because that is like still now reversing ile mahari alikuwa amekulipia ama. Yes, because if you're building a marriage, if somebody is supposed to be your partner and supporting you, inafaa kusupport in, because you cannot equate pesa to anything. Yes, alikupeleka kwa shule, and right now it is because of that training you are now able to take care of
the kids,
both your children.
Yeah.
Sasa kama yeye amechukua pesa ameenda, will he even start claiming things from the children? Sasa kiona maybe mtoto amekuwa successful, will he still need, like, unajua kuna ile ati mama yangu alinisomesha, let me even be doing shopping for her monthly. Will
Obviously,
he even feel justified to take that from the kid?
Yeah,
because alitisha ile pesa ya kupeleka shule.
Yeah, obviously lazima ataitisha. There's a time my girl alikuwa anamwambia like, badala kunipeanga 20 bob ya sambusa nini, soon nilipe school fees junior. Akaambia mtoto, go and ask your mom who is your dad. His own kid. Unaona?
Okay.
So obviously I know at a certain time atakuja kutaka.
But how do you maintain a good relationship between now the father of your baby and your children?
I have tried. By the way, I have tried allowing the kids to go to his mother's place. But like the other day they were there, juzi. Walikuwa huko. He looked at them as if they're not even his kids.
Okay.
He does not even talk to them. He does not even greet them. But mimi huwa nawaambia, okay, fine, tulikosana na baba yenu, but huko ndo kwenu. As much as I could have wished to change that.
Okay.
But huwa tunawaambia, that is your home. That is your grandmother.
Yes.
Unaona, that is your father. Issues zake na mimi, it is me and him.
Yes.
Not you. Yeah, that's why and the reason I'm taking care of my kids is just that I want them to get empowered. Now that they are girls, wasome, wakuwe na kazi yao, at least they survive on their own. Because me, if my parents could not have taken me to school,
so you imagine where you would be right now if you had not even
I could
gone
have,
for that.
maybe I could have died.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is why I'm just very proud of taking care of them. They go to
and
school.
I think by default wako empowered because they have gone through the whole journey with you. Now, like for the first two daughters, wameona you going through the gender like
Though
the
my
violence?
first daughter was disturbed a little until it
I hope
affected her performance in school. Yeah,
Okay,
I had
but now
to seek the assistance of her class teacher in school, Kaimusi Girls.
Yes.
Mpaka they put her on guiding and counseling.
Okay.
Yeah, it
And
really
I hope
affected
she's-
her a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I hope she's fine now.
Until I noticed like she had some low self-esteem, kind of.
Yes.
But I've been talking to her, she's picking up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and I wish you the best. Continue possessing the kind of energy you have, and I'm so grateful for the resolution. Kwamba, in as much as he made you go through all this, you still maintain sanity. You still maintain a cordial relationship with him. Let it be his burden, by the way, because these are kids. They are grown. Wanaona, yeah. Because you see, when you're a mother and unaanza trying to toxify the whole situation, kusema msiende kwa baba yenu alikuwa ananifanya hivi na hivi na hivi, then you also become the toxic parent. But the good thing you've done, you have set them free, waende, they are even experiencing it on their own. So a time will come when all this will make amends. God always has a reason as to how vitu zinaendelea. And during this whole journey, did you used to go to church? Church members walikuwa na kuadvise aje pastor, because sometimes men of God make people stay in marriages that wanafaa kuwa wana walk out of. Did you have were you part of a church?
Yeah.
Did they help you during the whole thing?
Yeah, I'm a Catholic.
Yes.
So there's a time he went by himself to the priest to badmouth me there. Like I'm a prostitute, what. So unajua siku hizi anasemanga mimi nafanya umanga. Not knowing that I'm employed, I'm taking my kids through school by my own money, my employment money. Okay, the guy I'm dating, he helps me, but he cannot take care of my kids like the way their father.
Yes.
As much as ningependa afanye, but haezi ni, because we are not married, we are just dating. Unaona? So vile alienda, luckily our priest is a nice priest, Father Mercy, our parish priest. He's very good. Apendi moshene.
Yes.
So he called us, he called me, akatupea appointment twende wote, because they talk to couples. But he never showed up by himself. Yeye ndiye alitaka niende, but he never showed up. So father kaniambia okay fine, tumeona, tumeassess the situation now, vile haja onekana, the burden is on him. Because I wanted to try, we work this whole thing out. Akamua, he was not receiving his calls, akamua, he switched off the phone. So we let it go like that. Then he came with the wife kwa jumuiya yenye nakuwa this, it is called
those small, they're called cells, I think. Fellowship cells.
Si tunazita kwa Kiswahili jumuiya. Akakuja like I want my wife to join us, nini. Akamwambia no. And in fact I'm the one who took him to church. Mimi ndo introduce kwa Catholic faith. So akamwambia like sisi bibi yako mwenye tunajua ni Anne. Na hawezi kuja hapa na bibi mwingine, Anne ndiye alikuleta, and yet her mother is here, mama ya Anne ako hapa, Anne ako hapa. Hiyo ni madharau. Unaona? So akamkataza. I think alienda akajoin jumuiya ingine.
Thank you so much, Anne, for being in the show. It's good to note to people that gender-based violence, it's not only physical. It can be financial, economical, like we have seen from Anne's story. Pesa yenye alisaidiwa kwenda nayo kwa shule, iliitishwa yote, and you're such a power woman, uliweka receipt yote, and you're like, okay, have your money back. I thought maybe, I feel alifikiri, maybe akifanya hivyo atakushinda, but God always has his people. Then there is also mentally somebody can just abuse you. Unaona, the first slap he gave you, then was like, I'm so sorry, Nini, come back home. I think it's when that happens, somebody is supposed to own up to the whole thing. Kama umepiga mwenzako unasema niko sorry, I did this, I will never repeat it, and you make sure that you don't go through this. So gender-based violence is not only physical, it can be economical, financially, it can be physical, it can be mentally, it can be psychological. Na pia socially, mtu anajaribu tu kuku alienate, ukaitu na yeye.
Mimi sikuwa nakaa na majirani. I never used to sit with the neighbors. That is a crime to him.
Yes, yeah, but you conquered.
Yeah, he conquered.
Yeah, I saw your status. There is something you had written about letting go and walking away. I think that can be a parting shot for our show today.
Yeah.
You wrote something about ikifika wakati wa kutoka, just live and never look back.
Yeah.
Because I think in all the 14 years that you had lived with him, Mungu alikuwa anarushanga like unajua hizi mawe ndogo ndogo anakurushia kwa kichwa trying to wake you up but you aren't seeing. But it's also good kufikisha kukutupia brick, because now a brick would have been something else. Yeah, thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for being a survivor. Thank you for the strength that you possess, and I pray and ask God that is going to bless you with your daughters. You are a very powerful woman. You are going to raise very powerful children. God will continue blessing you. Keep speaking, keep empowering, and never stop speaking up, because niko very sure when you tuambia story yako leo, you have touched us all on truth. Thank you for coming to the show, and see you next week.
Thank you for hosting me.
Bye.